Tariba, and now I'm back to tell you how to clean the coffee machine. We're going to take it from after you have unplugged the coffee machine, emptied out the coffee contents, and you've also drained the machine. Now it is the important part of washing the coffee machine. So one thing you want to do is take this out. It is okay to disassemble this. You're not breaking it. It goes right in. You can take it right out. Sometimes it's hard to drain all of the coffee and the coffee beans that are left in here. So what you want to do is just go ahead and flip it over and dump the rest of them out. It is essential that you wash and not rinse out the coffee machine because there's always residue that's left in, and think about it. Nobody wants to drink residue. So what you should do, one thing I do is I'll just pour soap into the machine and pour water into it. It does fit under here, but if you're not comfortable with putting this under the faucet, one other thing that you can do is use a pitcher, and pour water in the pitcher and pour it into the coffee machine. You can see that it's sudsy, so what you can now do is take your towel and actually use your hand to wash the machine out. Once again, washing and not rinsing. Sometimes it takes a few washing and a few rinsing out, but just as long as when you pour water in here and there's not residue, that's how you know it's clean. So, rinsing it out again, turning it around, shaking it a little. Not only is fun good, but clean is good. When you're done washing out the coffee machine, you can take one of the dry towels that you can find in the third drawer and you can dry it out, or you can always use paper towels. Wipe the outside as well as the handles, and definitely wipe out the inside. You'll basically follow suit with the other parts of the machine. So sometimes the lid can manage to get dirty. You'd want to wash this, wipe it off, as well as washing out the container, putting a little soap. You don't need a lot because the soap, it does a wonderful job of being a degreaser, so you don't need to pour mounds and mounds of soap in here. And all it takes is a little bit of elbow grease, cleaning it out, the inside and the outside, rinsing it off, doing the same thing with this portion. Then the next step is drying. After you successfully dried all of the components of the coffee machine, you are able to reassemble them and then put them back in. Voila. Stick this down inside, put the lid back on, and it's ready to be tucked away into the corner or underneath underneath the counter. Good luck! I'm Tariba, and I'm back with miscellaneous things that you can do around the juice bar. One would be wiping down the counter and cleaning off other dishes and equipment that we use. For instance, I actually found this blender and lid sitting here like this. There are a few things wrong with that. First of all, they should have been here if they needed to dry. But what's even better than that is that you should just dry off the equipment before you leave the juice bar and return to whatever task it is that you have to do. Another major thing that I found, the lid had not been cleaned off. Please do not forget to wash off all of the equipment that you use. So, wash off the lid, wash this out, don't rinse it, wash it using soap and a dish towel. Another thing that you want to look at is check to see if you've made a mess. Sometimes you spill powder, and sometimes you actually spill the contents. You can actually see spots that are all around here that someone made a wonderful smoothie, I'm sure, but they left a horrible, nasty mess. Nobody wants to consume something that was made in a less than clean environment. So what you want to do is make sure that you wipe off the counter. Another thing you want to do, sometimes the equipment gets dusty. So what you want to do is dust this off. You can rinse off your towel and then wipe it off so that you're not spreading sticky stuff onto the microwave. That doesn't work. Another common thing that we have is in the morning when people clean up popcorn or when they make it at night, they'll leave lots of coffee grinds around. So once again, it's all about cleaning off the counter. One thing that you also want to remember is that when you make your lunch or your breakfast or anything that you're cooking here at the Rec, please make sure that you wash your dishes. Nobody wants to wash anyone else's dishes. Your dishes aren't that dirty that you'll need to soak them, so make sure that you spend the proper amount of time washing them out, rinsing them, drying them, and returning them, if you've used our equipment, returning it underneath the counter. Or if it's your own personal containers, make sure you take them back to the break room. Good luck!